Good morning. Since I can't be with you, so hopefully this video will help you. I'm going to introduce you to what we call it as data interpretation. Okay, salah, data presentation, data presentation. Okay. Um, so suppose there is this research question for a student, effect of frequency of watering to the growth of the plants. Okay, so the effect of frequency of watering to the growth of the plant. So this is kind of like the investigations. So you can imagine a students want to investigate the frequency of waterings to the growth of the plant. So the growth of the plants will be measured by the height of the plants in centimeters. First, obviously, the student will take the data of the experiment. As you can see, there are three frequency here: one times a day, two times a day, three times a day of watering to the plants. Maybe before we start, can you guess according to this which one is independent variables? Okay, let me give you 5 seconds. What's independent variables of this research question? Okay, if you answer frequency of watering, that's correct answer. Yeah, because we make variations of this watering frequency. Yeah, one time a day, two times a day, three times a day, and we want to know the effect of this frequency of watering to the growth of the plant. So the growth of the plants will be dependent variables. Now, as you can see in here, after 5 weeks, so this is week 5. So the student doing this for 5 weeks, okay? So there are three different plants. Plant number one, they consistently watering it one time a day. And then plant number two, two times a day. And then plant number three, three times a day. So imagine there are three plants, yeah? Now, the heights at the week 5, it is found that this is 9 centimeters at week 5. That's plan 1. Plan 2 is 13 centimeters. And then 8 centimeters is the plan 3. Plan 3 is 3 times watering a day. Okay. So look at how this table constructed. Yeah. First, there is what we call it heading. Heading of the table. The heading is always this over here is always independent variable, and then the second column will be the dependent variables. Now, also in the heading there is the variables. We write the variable in there, frequency of waterings, right? And then the unit, like the how to quantify this, like okay, times a day. So one in here mean one times a day, two in here means two times a day, so three meaning three times a day. So you have to remember that there is heading, proper heading. The dependent variable also written after that, height of the plants, and you go in here centimeter. It is very important to specify the unit of it. Like the 9 in here meaning 9 centimeters. So you don't need to like write 9 cm and then 13 cm like that. No, because that's not effective. What we want is just write the most effective way. So just write the value or the number, but the unit centimeter we put it as the heading. Remember that, yeah. Whatever you are going to do in the heading, put the heading appropriately. Now, this is what we call it data. This one is data collection. You collect the data and put it into the table. Now, the data presentations is make it into a chart or a graph. So your practice today is to make it your own. Like I'll show you, and then you're going to repeat it using your own laptop. So the way you're going to do this is just block this area. Okay, again, block this area, the table, and then click insert, and then scroll down until you see chart. Okay, chart. That's directly there is a table in there. This is what we call it. And if you go chart type over here, there will be a column chart, or we call it bar graph, because this is like bar, yeah. So bar graph. There is also line chart, There is also this one is scattered chart. Okay, how to choose which one is the correct one? This is pi. There are four possibility in at least in this case, yeah. So the correct one for this is column chart or bar graph. Why? Here's the thing. This x-axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, okay? So the x-axis is our attention in here to determine whether this is going to be bar graph or column chart or line chart or scatter chart. If this x-axis showing different object, then we have to use column chart or bar graph, because in this experiment this 1 2 3 is actually representing different plants, right? This is plant number 1. They consistently watering it once a day. This is plant number 2. That's twice a day. So you imagine there are three different plants actually, because this is three different plants. It's not one plant, so you have to separate them each other. This and this is not related. This this column and this column is not related. This bar and this bar is not related. They are different. So that's that way you have to create a how we call it, bar graph or line column chart. Okay, let me repeat again how the way to do this. So block this thing and then insert and then chart. Will directly have this with you. And you can copy this, see, you can download the chart and everything. So that's part 1, making a data presentations in form of column chart or bar graph. Thanks.